Okay. Okay, so in reading Numbers 21, 21 is an easy number to remember. And my uncle told me once, at least I could tell God is really using you. And I sure really need to hear that right now. So I had to say it out loud like it was him saying it. So I keep going forward and not give up, fold up my tent. One of my abusers used to say that when it was our bedtime, past our bedtime. He said, "Well, I think I'm gonna fold up my tent and go to bed." I thought that was so funny. And so after what we read in Numbers 21, I don't feel better, but sometimes you don't need to feel better. You just need to make sense of things. Everybody wants things to make sense. So things make more sense to me now. Things make sense, period, to me now. They make perfect sense. Not some sense, but perfect sense. And I don't feel better about having to sleep outdoors, but it definitely makes more sense now. My faith is being tested. Life is one big test. It's a test of my faith, your faith, our faith. It's a test of faith, and just so I'm not gonna bottle this up. I'm not gonna keep this bottled up. I'm frustrated about going to see Kylie. I'm frustrated and terrified about the cameras being in my face. Like when I finally do get what I want, when I finally do get to meet her, you is she gonna find me good looking? Is she gonna be like trying to put makeup on me and shit, and like change my appearance and in my ongoing omens, she refuses to. She don't let me wear makeup in public unless it's She just don't. She just don't. She like you need to learn to love yourself and stop being so insecure about your everything. So but behind closed doors, every now and again, I put on a little lipstick for her. She makes me wear a little lipstick like a little whore, and that's every now and again. She made me put on some red lipstick, specifically that hot red, like Julia Roberts in that prostitute movie, and so she made me dress up like a little whore, and I enjoy that very thoroughly, especially when she does that for me. And but yeah, she just got like a dude. She's got some strict rules in our mansion, and she won't let me wear makeup. She makes me wear the mask thing because of me and her our Hindu in our background. We got Hindu in our blood, and she has me mask, and not because I'm hideous and because there's something wrong with me and the way I look, but she most of the time she has me wearing a mask just to make up for my old life. I've had not a lot, but some skin damage, and I have a sensitivity to sunlight, so she is very protective of me and Most of the time I wear a mask. Every now and again she'll flaunt me and the mask comes off. But when we're home alone, it's always off. Unless if we go outdoors, it's always on. And especially in the sunlight. Outdoors at night, it's not on. But she makes sure I have it with me in case something happens, like we get trapped outdoors overnight and the sun comes up. She has like me. She makes me carry a couple of them, and I keep a couple on me now in case something happens to one. I got a couple of extra masks, but I won't rule out. I probably have skin cancer. People, I mean, it's really unavoidable not to get skin cancer, and I've never inquired about it. But there are some that are not like, what's the word I'm looking for? Deadly. Some you could live with. When I find a good doctor, I'll look into that because of the different people that have put me out in the sunlight and I shouldn't have been in it. So I need to get myself more thoroughly checked out by somebody I trust. And, so what else? She don't let me wear any makeup. So those are my insecurities. Once I get there, and I'm getting worried, like how long is it gonna take me to get there? Now that I read this book of Egypt and Israelites and all this stuff, and I'm like, fuck, shit, damn. And please don't tell me it's gonna take me 40 years for us to get together. And damn, kids will be grown up, and so I'm insecure about her family, all of my abusers, and I got along with the families. They were just abusive. It wasn't just the last one, but the last one is the freshest. I don't want to rehash any of that, but my real fear is that she will love them more than me, and she will be married to her family and not me. All of my former abusers put their families before me, and I'm gonna tell you something that hurts me even more to even say. I've seen the opposite way around. Like I've seen people who I've seen some people put their wives and husbands first, what you're supposed to do, and stand up to their families. In my omens, she does that for me. But I don't want to be the rip in her family. That's how you know you found the one, when they're willing to face their family for you, because you're supposed to become one when you marry. I forget how that reads in the for the wedding vows. But, I don't know if you can see it in the darkness. I still have it. My other fears. What are my other fears? That I don't dream about her anymore. That I don't have any nightmares about her anymore. I can't feel her as close as often as I was before. About a week ago, I was feeling her like so strong, like she was right here in Chicago. But here lately, it's like her spirit is fading away from us. It's like she's distant, and I'm worried now. I'm worried about being out in the snow and freezing to death. Like it's the snow starting back up and it's too cold I freeze to death. Then, I saw somebody today. I try not to give these guys any screen time, but he just looked, I'm not going to say what he did, that gave me a pretty blatant signal that he was happy about me moving out of my apartment back out to being homeless and in between lodging. But he looked like he is looking forward to me being back on the streets. Like, stay your ass in your place. Stay on the streets. The gesture that he did was, that's what I grabbed from the gesture that he did. Stay your ass outside. And this is coming from someone who you least suspect. I'm not going to get into his race, but yeah, it looked like I caught the gesture just right. Stay your ass outside. Stop trying to stay in your place. Some people, it just makes them feel better. They're so jealous of me, it makes them feel better to see me on the streets. And what he did, I cannot reveal what I did to stay safe in that moment where that happened to me. What he did, I'm not even safe to even disclose what he did because of where I'm still located. I'm still in this state, and I still have close interaction in his radius, so I'm not even gonna say what he did, but I know I caught the message. I got the memo and what he wanted me to get from that. Stay your ass outside and stay in your place. That's what I got from his gesture. So I don't know when God's gonna decide to take me home. I don't know, but I'm ready. I done got to kind of, my mom always talked about her depression was all time high. Like, I done given up on trying to marry Kylie. I done given up on trying to get to Missouri, and I'm just trying to. Not lose hope, trying, but I think I'm too far gone to make this trip. But I am not giving up on praying about this. I'm still wearing this cross as a reminder and hoping that God can, if I don't marry Kylie, if I wound up back at a community shelter, I pray that He will snap me out of this depression. Snap me out of, sometimes I get, like a lot of the times I get angry at God, like, stop making me promises of marriage and more kids. And I was perfectly content with my life after me and Tyson, after I broke up with him. I was perfectly content, finding a trench in Pascagoula and the homeless shelters I was eating at, in the woods. There was other homeless people in the woods with me, and I was like, just God, leave me alone. Like, I'm content being, giving me a black guy every now and again that I have no choice but to give in to, that harasses me for dates. Like, every blue moon it'd be a black guy that used to harass me on the streets for a date. As bad as that was, I was content. It's just, God's ways are not our ways. When I was living in Pascagoula, Mississippi, I used to every now and again it'd be a black guy hassle me about every couple of weeks, and I would, do what I had to do, and so I was eating at the homeless shelters, and I was had a place to go, but Tyson was always telling me to get out, which led up to my eviction, and so. But I was content with, once he put me out, I was was content with Mississippi. That's what happens to homeless people. The city bands together with all kinds of people, and they let you do what you do for so long, and then homeless people just move from state to state, city to city, and new people. So the people don't know them yet. Then they just that's the life of someone who's homeless until they, either get hit by a car or there are some famous people who were homeless, and they found a really good job or get a really good break. There was a police officer that his story inspired me. He came on a Christian radio and said he became a state trooper. He slept in his car the same time that he got his job as a state trooper. He was evicted, and nobody ever knew it. And this is before Tyson put me out. And that story came on the radio that he on K-Love radio that he was sleeping in his car. No one knew he was sleeping in his car, as he was just promoted to being a state trooper. He didn't tell anybody. And I don't know why that story just hit me, but yeah. So I was content with for the rest of my days. Just left Tyson. Like, yes, I don't want to try love again. That wasn't love. Me doing what I got to do with these black guys every couple weeks or whatever in Pascagoula. I wasn't in love with Tyson, but I was just like happy to be single, like, yes. And I had a couple of girls. I dated a couple of girls that was like, you about to date me. So a couple of girls dated me. Like, I got some online stuff going on, and I had got engaged to this girl, and she stabbed me in all the directions you can stab somebody. And so I was still content though. I'm content with this lame ass Barney Five town, because I know this town inside out. And I was like, I know this town, like, and so I got mad at God. Like, you already took my transportation, you already took my housing. Now what? Now you want me to move? So I was like the Israelites. I was like pissed, like how they was about the snake. I was pissed. Like, God keep fucking with me now. And then people actually was telling me, where is your God? So I got my enemies in my face. Somebody said that to me in Chicago. I'm not going to say who said that, but I done had more than one person say that shit to me in Chicago. Where is your God? Like, taunting me about, I don't know if that ever happened to you, but taunting me about my different storms of life. So, where's your God now? And maybe you should just, telling me, kill yourself and go be with him. So this is how people's talking to me. And so Pascagoula, then God, tells me. So I moved around for a bit in Mississippi before I wound up here. I don't know, we don't relive any of that shit, but yeah, I was content. And then, he put this on my heart, as I'm content about divorcing Tyson and being an old maid. I'm like, even though I'm only 40-something, I felt that way when I was 30-something too. Left Tyson before I hit 40. And God was like, check out this girl page. I think you're going to like her. And I think you're going to do more than like her. She's the one. So get on this page, and turns out this whole time I've been kissing Tyson ass and all these other people asses. I'm like, who is this Kylie Jenner person? Like, I didn't even know who the fuck she was. Like Bruce had a daughter. He got a pussy and a dick, I'm like, how did he get it? Shit, I got too much going on. But then God just said, he stayed on me about it. He stayed like a man courting a woman that's been burned and trying to get her to marry. That's what God was like on me, like staying on me. I resisted at first. I resisted for a while, and for a very long while, God was on me, like, check out Kylie Jenner's social media page, check her out. And then when I checked her out at first, she was with somebody. She was with Travis Scott, and I was like, okay, why'd you want me to see this? And then the story's progressing. They didn't have kids, then they had kids. I'm like, God, why are you making me look at this? You sure this is the girl you picked out for me? It's looking like she's very much unavailable. And so, are you sure this is the one? This photo? And I'm looking, and God, it's like, yeah, that's her. Like, yeah, she's like knockout. Like, she's gorgeous, but she's very much so taken. And so then, in the midst of dribbling over her photos, I'm bouncing around, like, not only from job to job, but from abuser to abuser, and from town to town, and from state to state, being passed around like the football team passing me around. And still holding on to that hope, like he's telling me this is the girl for me. So, and then there was that little twinkle of hope when her and Travis broke up, and but then this Timothy guy, I was like, Timothy Chalamet, I was like, wow, okay, God, you got jokes. What is you doing? You just like you like everybody else. You just laughing at me because I ain't got nobody that's funny to you. Like I can get people short term, but I don't keep them. Like, you having fun. So that God, that Pisky, that anger God, God got angry with me. Like, he angry with me right now. And but he's also patient with me. But he only has so much patience. The flesh is weak. But this, not trusting him, is making him angry with me. And I know that's why he picked Numbers 21 to show his anger. And homeless is a bully, and he wants me to challenge my bully. He wants me to face this being homeless thing. And he wants me to face this thinking I'm not good enough for Kylie thing, and that we're not really going to get married. He is growing angry with me, and you do not want to see God angry. So back to romance novel. So then she's with Charlemagne, and then God's like, she is still the one for you. She is the one. And she does all these things on social media that tie our pages together. And God's just getting irritated with me because he's like, that is definitely something the two of you have done, was connect on social media. And she's sending you all these signals and these breadcrumbs on social media, and you still are doubting me. And God is growing more angry now, even, that I'm worried about this move and worried about Christmas. So I do not want to be on the receiving end of his wrath. So I am praying for a miracle. A miracle to get my shit together and not anger God any more angry than what he already is. There's nothing you can do about the flesh. There's nothing I can, there's nothing I or you can do about his anger. You are just wrapped into the body that he gave you. And he's telling me right now, like, it's not my fault that he's angry. That you're working with the body that you got. So what does that even mean? That's confusing, right? It's very confusing. So yeah, so she's with Charlemagne, and he's in this love story gets even funnier and better. So as he's telling me, God is saying, go look at her page, go creep, go look. And the more he's saying, this is my wife, and this is, the more I'm seeing her and more photographs with Timothy now. So I'm like, God, are you sure? You sure that it's me? It's me that she's supposed to be marrying? Because last time I checked, that was then there's like some dude's hand in her mouth. I'm like, I've seen this on a comedy show one time. It was I can't remember, like, when people were like setting each other up on dates. Like, you sure that you got the right person, Lord? Because it looked like those two are already married. Like, her and Timothy look like they're married to me. And so God is saying, no, she's the because at one time God had me thinking it was Caitlyn. Like, I thought it was Caitlyn was gonna be the one I married, and Caitlyn had me going up there, going to see her. check with God and see if he was okay with it. Be going up there, seeing Caitlyn homeless and going. One time I went from, I don't know if I ever told this story before. I went from town to town to see Caitlyn. I can't recall what town I went to get to her, but on a bicycle. And I thought she was the one I was supposed to marry, and I had a lineup of women that I was thinking about getting serious about, and that I thought they wanted the same thing from me. I'm sure she wanted marriage with me, but her father. I'm pretty sure she did, but but I didn't want to marry her for the right reasons. I just wanted to marry her so I wouldn't be alone. And I didn't feel a connection with Caitlyn, but I just wanted to be married and wanted people to leave me alone and stop asking me out. She fooled me. I thought she was protective of me. I was like, well, if I marry her and her dad is crazy like he is and she's crazy, then people won't be asking me out so much. So things didn't work out with Caitlyn. God just showed me how she treated me when I was homeless. He showed me that she could have helped me more, and she was pretty selfish, but and he's telling me now that she's still not over me. I need somebody who I can go through the storms of life with, not somebody who's going to abandon me when the shit gets tough. Like, she loved me when the shit's going great. Who doesn't love you when life's good, when the sun is shining, or when the rain comes? New Edition said it the best. Storms will come. Everybody loved sunshine. Can you stand the rain? Can you stand the rain? Storms will come. This we know for sure. This we know for sure. Can you stand the rain? On a perfect day, I know that I can count on you. Tell me, can you weather a storm? 'Cause I need somebody who will stand by me. I don't know the rest of that song. Through the good times and bad times, you will always be right there. Sunny days, everybody loves them. Tell me, baby, can you stand the rain? Storms will come, this we know for sure, this we know for sure. Can you stand the rain? So, I'm not asking Kyla. God is telling me she can. But I'm telling you, Caitlyn could not. And I'm telling you, I guess I know what song I'm putting up tomorrow. Because the song is on my mind now. That's a pretty powerful song. Even though it's cheesy, it's a cheesy old classic goodie. It's like Cheeto. It's, just cheesy, but it's good. And, yep, that's for you, baby in the dark. Glow in the dark. Wish I could make that glow in the dark for you, but so she's with Charlemagne, and she's in all these photos with him, and so God is saying, that's your wife, and I'm saying no, she's not, because in the Bible, and he's like, where does it say that two are the same sex shit, and I'm like, he's like, what, guys? Like, what? I'm like, the Baptist preachers told me they told you what? And they found that in the Bible where? You won't find that in the Bible anywhere. It is not in the Bible. I believe some man twisted up the Bible because you got gay animals. I told you about Jojo Brown, that gay dog. From my childhood, Jojo Brown is gay. I told my brothers that damn dog, he be down there mating with other males, and so someone just decided one day that to twist up the word of God, and I don't think he cares who's doing who, as long as you give the kid a good home. You ain't doing nothing to the kid you ain't supposed to be doing that you know adults ain't supposed to be doing. And,